This is a major development for the Toronto Raptors, and it could completely change the direction of the franchise this offseason. Even without making any big moves at the trade deadline, the Raptors may be positioning themselves for something much bigger. Well, there was already buzz around a potential move for Walker Kessler, which is still very much on the table through restricted free agency. But now an even larger opportunity has emerged, and it all revolves around one name, Kawhi Leonard. Just before the trade deadline, reports started circulating that Kawhi could be available. That came after the Los Angeles Clippers began a quiet teardown, moving key pieces and signaling a shift in their long-term vision. What once looked like a push in the Western Conference suddenly turned into something else entirely. Even with a solid roster, the Clippers changed course, and that raised serious questions about the future of their biggest star. Kawhi Leonard is still a polarizing name in Toronto. Some fans never fully got over his departure, but there's no denying his place in franchise history. He led the Raptors to their first and only NBA championship, and years later, Kawhi is still playing at an elite level. This season, he's averaging close to 28 points per game while playing over 30 minutes a night. His efficiency is elite. He's shooting nearly 40% from three, and he ranks among the league leaders in scoring, steals, and overall impact metrics. Simply put, Kawhi Leonard is still a superstar, so why are we even talking about the possibility of him leaving the Clippers? The answer lies in Kawhi's own words. Recently, he openly stated that the Clippers are trying to get younger and focus on the future. And what stood out wasn't just what he said, but how he said it. He stopped saying we and started saying they. That might sound small, but in the NBA, that kind of language shift mattered. On top of that, Kawhi looked visibly frustrated in recent interviews, talking about how he believed the team could compete, only to see the direction change so abruptly. He didn't rule out finishing the season strong, but he also didn't commit to a long-term future in Los Angeles, and that's the key point. Reports indicate that Kawhi Leonard and the Clippers are expected to sit down this summer and discuss their future together. That means everything is on the table. Kawhi Leonard could realistically be available this offseason. Of course, there are risks. His injury history is real, and there are still unresolved off-court questions. But those same concerns could lower the asking price and open the door for a team willing to take a calculated risk. That team could be the Toronto Raptors. The Raptors have been patient. Bobby Webster has made it clear he wants to evaluate this group through the end of the season. Jakob Poeltl is expected to return and regain value, and there are growing signs that RJ Barrett may not be part of the long-term plan. That creates a very real path. A package centered around RJ Barrett, Jakob Poeltl, and possibly a draft pick could bring Kawhi Leonard back to Toronto. For a player of his caliber, that would be a relatively low-cost swing. Yes, Kawhi's contract is massive. He's set to make around $50 million next season, but in return, the Raptors would be pushing all their chips in for immediate contention. Now think about this lineup: Emmanuel Quickley, Scottie Barnes, Brandon Ingram, Kawhi Leonard, Walker Kessler. That's not just a fun idea. That's a roster built to compete at the highest level. There are real risks here: injuries, health concerns, uncertainty. But championship windows don't stay open forever, and if this opportunity is real, the Raptors may not get another one like it. So here's the real question: if you were in charge, would you take that risk? Because if the Raptors do pull this off, it won't just define their offseason, it could define the next era of the franchise.